Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream.
We're in a wild mood.
I am. I'm a little unhinged today. We're gonna see how this goes.
Brody's got unhinged energy.
Yeah.
Which is always good, I think.
For a stream, sure.
Yeah, I think you need a little nutty one every once in a while. You have to make sure you give me some time to between pieces of dialogue.
Absolutely not.
Well, you have to.
Terrible. How dare you eat in front of our fans? Our millions and trillions of fans that watch us every week. Thank you.
What will Gerald think of me?
Yeah.
He's probably not even here yet.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, anyway, let me put down my tea and let's get into it.
Put the game on, actually, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. We're not on the right screen.
Boop, boop.
There we go. Let's get into it. So when we last left off, we were we met the kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Sleazy, I guess. Police chief, Mr. Gant, and we sort of suspect he's a sussy character.
He's so sus.
And so now new information has been given about another murder that took place. On the same, this is really loud in my ears. I'm gonna turn this down a bit.
Oh, I can turn. Oh, yeah, I can turn it down for you. Boop.
Oh, okay, cool.
I got the power.
So yeah, we're investigating two murders.
Is that
now.
better?
I think so.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway?
Recap.
I'm a little confused.
Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this "and the evidence room" part?
Right, this is the thing.
The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
I shrug. Oh well, that's what we're gonna find out. Or try to, at least.
All right, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us.
Awaits.
Alright, we're back in the parking lot. Prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Me finding bloodstains and, murders and stuff, being like, but the body's gone, so who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence of the crime scene? Never!
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all! It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? I don't know if you have a lot of faith in the police department.
Yeah, they're pretty bad at their job.
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Just a little spritz.
She sprays him in the face. He's like, ah! Me? Why do I have to do it?
Oh.
Hello, Gerald.
Oh, we have two people
and
commenting.
This is Gerald's. We met this person last week. I don't know. I forgot their name.
But 2 weeks ago, I think.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I think so.
Welcome back to both of you.
Thanks for coming.
Yay.
Good to see y'all.
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. I should hope not.
Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh my goodness.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see?
Spritz, spritz.
Press the A button to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
I think there's a lot of like new mechanics in this chapter, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
Bloodstains. Blood get.
Examine.
I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain? It's so Emma, you're shaking.
It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. I carry
What about your own blood?
She never gets injured. She's got titanium skin.
Never gotten cut once.
Yeah, she's fragile. Fragile. I never broken a bone in my life.
Fractured a bone.
How was that?
I was on crutches.
Like a leg bone?
I tripped over a dodgeball in elementary school, and I told the teacher assistant at the time. She didn't believe me. She felt really bad the next day. She's a lovely person, though, so I didn't hold it against her.
Wait, what do you mean she did? She thought you were, like, faking an injury?
No, like, I was like, my foot kind of feels weird, and she's like, oh, I'm sure it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like,
oh,
like,
yeah.
But then I was like, it looks kind of funny when I got home. And then
it looks funny. It's bent at a right
It's
angle.
not like, it wasn't, like, super obvious, but if you looked at it, you'd be like, okay, something's a little
yeah, it's, like, swollen and puffy. Anyway, scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
There's only 3 little...
Yeah, there's no big wash of blood. The amount. The perpetrator, Detective Goodman, fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here,
If they fought here, there would have to be more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where we find a bloodstain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yes, you are, Emma. Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy, too. Vibing to the music.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Can you just buy luminol fluid in, like, the drugstore?
Finds blood traces. Spray to use!
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court.
Are we sure?
You cannot trust the cops.
I mean,
this is true. That's what I mean.
Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
This is the most realistic part of this game.
Yeah.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Did it not before, Emma?
What? Girl.
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Okay.
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr, you only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day old deli box is on the house.
Gross, do not touch it.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Alright, so we can... So she's here again.
Yeah, let's talk to her.
What's up?
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starr, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see.
Oh, whatever.
I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands.
You saw the backside of her.
Anton Notterdry says, should I just kill that character?
I know, she's definitely not a good person.
I mean, people do wind up dead.
Yeah, you never know. She could be killed.
Have there been other cases where, like, the witness ends up dead, like, halfway through the case?
I think so.
I mean, one of the prosecutors ended up dead in the first case, so... Yeah.
I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me...
I fed them a sandwich.
Yes.
They coughed it up.
Because the sandwich wasn't good.
I fed them a day-old sandwich. 3 days old.
Coughed it up?
With mold.
They confessed to not liking the sandwich. They babbled like babies.
Hoping for a better sandwich. Or lunchbox. She doesn't just do sandwiches, but it's fine. Yeah, she's definitely not a good person.
She's very annoying, this is true.
Are you gonna
Yes, I am.
You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day, I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Cough Up Queen.
God, I would hate that. I'd be like, don't call me that. Come up with something better.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
Ah! There it is.
And you were let go? Fired?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean...
Okay, so we can present her some stuff, right? I also want to present her the photograph with, like, the weird angles. Cause I don't know if we really... Did we cover that in court? That's cute, it has her name on the bottom of it. Someone used a marker to write their name on this.
Who is it?
Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go.
Well, you never know where something might go down.
Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? Pretty wild one, Phoenix.
She's like, you never know when you might need to find blood, you know.
Yeah, because I wonder, like, did she say that she, like, went around to, like, take the photo? Because if not, I'd love to show this to her and be like, why is this through the fence? Oh, she did say she, like, went down from the security room.
Yeah, all the way around.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense.
Wait, can I show her things?
Present.
Present.
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
Okay, and she proceeds not to.
I mean, do we have the knife in our... Yeah, we have the knife here.
What do you think of this?
The SL9 incident, put on the knife, it's on the memo. Goodman, he was a head detective. Knife was evidence, etc., etc. It was due for transferal.
Should I show her the photo?
Yeah, show her the photo just to see if she cares about it.
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room.
No.
But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime.
I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
That time? Aha! Okay, now we've opened it up.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled.
She worked with the sheriff.
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. We killed an innocent man.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those?
Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops! I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall.
Alright, talk to us about it.
As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted.
Get for faking evidence.
And like executing someone.
Yeah, God.
Like her too. Like it makes it.
I would
makes
be
it sound
like-
even worse.
I would be like, let's not kill him because
It's not decisive. Like
that's not what we're going for here. Yeah.
I mean, but this
God.
judge. If it was the same judge.
Oh my
who
God, if it
decided
was the same
everything,
God.
You'd be like, well, I don't know what's going on. I'm guilty.
He hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
So you're willing to fake a testimony
Yeah.
To
Like what the
get
heck?
somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Weird lady, weird motives.
Sounds like you deserve to be fired.
Yeah,
Looks like
it's okay. Enjoy your potato soup.
it's very good. Potato do.
Wait! Those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway?
It's up to her.
It's true. I love her little choker with a little hot dog thing on it.
I know, I keep looking at it.
I kind of want it.
Like, yeah, I kind of want it made with like a gemstone. Like it's like a ruby.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be pretty crazy, but
Yeah.
anyhow.
Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie,
What?
it seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes?
Have a sandwich.
Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
So who are you?
Steak lunch received from Miss Star. It's good for our Officer Marshall.
Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he or, are you his, are you going out? Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. Now he's kind of a freak and a cowboy cosplayer. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall, huh?
Okay. Okay. Anything else we want to know?
I feel like she won't say anything of interest to anything else.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything else we can spritz with our little blood thing?
Yeah, let's examine. Can we run out of spray?
Probably not. That would be a pretty cruel mechanic. Okay. Any blood behind the fence at all? Or on the fence? Not that there would be. Also, shouldn't there be blood on the phone? Like, if she went to grab it? I mean, that's a bit too detailed, maybe.
I guess there's no more spray around here.
Is that
Spray!
We're doing like an aerosol. Okay,
I don't think there's
yeah,
anything else.
nothing else here.
Let's move. Let's go to the detention
Yeah,
center.
let's talk to our gal.
Detention center. Visitors room.
Sorry, let's make sure
Take your time.
it's fully eaten.
Swallow. Get it. Yummy.
Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning.
I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her.
How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time?
Can you imagine?
How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder?
Let's come back later.
Okay, so there's probably nothing here. Interesting.
I know, I changed the other option.
Yeah. Okay, so we're at the police station, criminal affairs department. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating.
Get out.
But don't mess up or we could wind up dead.
I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Okay, then let's go to the police department
Oops,
crime scene.
button. Move.
Police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. There's the same 2 people here. What are you talking about?
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. It's almost like they're not even here.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid at an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Girl, you already went to a crime scene. Like, we've been to one before. Guard station. Ooh. Whose desk could this be, I wonder? Oh my god, the alcohol. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime?
Sure seems that way.
Oh! What's wrong?
It's those cacti! They're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight!
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where is the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
Any bloodstains in here? There's like a trap laid by the front door.
Yikes, these here are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
How so?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Wild.
There's a security guard uniform hanging here. I mean, kind of. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know! A poochie!
It's a poncho.
Maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being.
Okay.
For whatever reason. Alcohol?
Alcohols. Is that legal?
You can't question the alcohol. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there.
Can we do it now? Or do we have to wait for Marshall to come back?
Look, on the floor. A lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here.
But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Okay.
Let's see. Anything to...
Oh, look at the gate.
This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch.
I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself.
Yarg!
Okay.
Okay.
So if we try to go into that door... The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first.
Okay.
So is he not here? Can we move?
Back to department.
We can't slide anywhere. This is just
No,
like
there's no
a narrow
slide.
little room.
And I don't think there's anything else to examine. Let's
Any
just go back.
any bloodstains around here?
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Spray. Spray.
On the doorknob, maybe? No. On the chair?
No. I think we're good.
They got him bloodlessly out of this room somehow. Alright, we're back downstairs. This is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please!
Huh? Wasn't that?
Oh, one steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe! Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Oh. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal, now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
Holy shit!
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Do you?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
The biggest scandal that hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
Goodbye.
Wait, don't leave.
If you wanna know more, come on down, head on down.
Head on down to the detention center, pal.
You're the next contestant on the Clueless Raid.
Come on down! Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Later. Skated.
Okay, so now we go back to the
Alligator.
there. He ran off to the evidence room. What? Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Wait, so can we go back to the evidence room to see if he's going in there?
No, it's just... Nope. Doesn't look so... Don't look like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Back down, and we're going to the jail or whatever.
Jail? Oh, like criminal affairs.
I guess, yeah. And then downstairs to the jail cell. Detention center.
Aha.
Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Ween. What was that? That was a ween, Emma. You don't know what a ween is? Well, you should. Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'm not sure who this is yet. I say I was the perpetrator against, sir. That's what I think it is. Meekins. Yeah.
Yeah, look at you.
Hi! Greetings, sir! Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere in the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Meekin, so you're a guard here at the detention center?
Oh, no, sir! I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
I'm a little lamb lost in this jail cell.
Is that a song?
Yeah, I'm a little lamb lost in the woods.
I don't know this song.
Crazy for you? You sing it all the time.
I don't sing that song all the time. What
No,
song
but you
is-
know it.
Not very well.
You know it.
I know. I've got rhythm. That's the
I'm
song I sing all the
disappointed in
time.
you. Anyways, it's fine. I still.
Is
love
it? Oh, is it Naughty Baby?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, Emma, he's the suspect. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't.
You didn't.
Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. He's got a bandaged hand. Did we?
The deed of the crime.
Sir! That sound effect I do not like. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir! Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So, normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. This guy's facial expressions are...
Oh!
Yeah, a suspicious person. Yeah, wow, wow. What the heck is this guy doing?
So, what happened then?
Well, after that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky, but it's on his other hand.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared.
That's some story.
The victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Well, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Okay. What can we present to you?
I'm gonna present
The
this
knife?
to you.
Yeah. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay. I just wanted to take a look at it. That's it, sir. That's sir. Oh, sorry. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. There's no way he is the murderer. He's a cowardly little guy.
What else should I show him?
Maybe the ID card?
Do you think you can take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! Wow.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing! Better pry into this one a little deeper. So does he have more dialogue now? Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought, that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you! So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped! And leapt at him! Woo! I went, woohoo! And I leapt! Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
You jumped at a guy with a knife? Wow.
Do unto others before they do unto you. Before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
I killed him.
Well,
Stabbed him with a knife.
my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. This is interesting.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room.
That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. Interesting. And I take a potato break with all these ellipses.
Yes.
And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. I guess we better check out the crime scene.
Goodbye.
So he said that he asked for
This
the
crime
ID.
scene or the other crime scene?
I think the one in the evidence room.
Well, it's not letting me go there.
Well, you have to go back to
We're gonna try here first.
somewhere else.
Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk.
It's Police Chief Gant.
He looks like a demon.
Yeah, he kind of gives me like an owl vibe, actually, like a hawk of some sort, with his shiny eyes and his little nose and stuff, and his winged.
No,
hair.
he's giving me demon vibes.
That's fair too. He does have like a big red in like cross.
It's not that. It's something about his hair. Kind of looks like it could be horns.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know. It's very sinister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're sure this is all, hmm? You know what it means if there is anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered.
Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
Ho ho ho! Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Alright, what do you know? Shady guy. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto?
Von Karma.
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a little bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
It's downright odd, I tell ya. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
You're a snake.
Wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Should I show him anything or just move on?
Well, I think it says we're gonna try to ask him to tell us about what he was talking about with the guy. So I think we do have to show him something.
Sorry, we have to...
Well, it just said, like, let's see if we can discreetly ask him.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think we have to show him something. Maybe the evidence room knife again? I was wondering, could you take a look at this?
Sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still, does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. Okay, so maybe we don't have anything to show him. Oh, he probably went still writhing around. I love the words let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday.
Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty.
Okay. Maybe we're not supposed to be here?
I think, didn't they say that What's-His-Face was going to the evidence room? Can we go there now? Guard station.
Grand. Nothing here.
There's nothing here?
Yeah.
We can't examine the television at all? I guess we already tried that and didn't say anything.
Like, we've already checked it out.
Yeah, like we can't look at the tape or anything until there's someone here to help us.
Yeah.
So Criminal Affairs is where Gant is.
Yeah.
Underground parking lot again?
Let's see what's up.
She's still here. Maybe we do have to present something.
Yeah.
We gotta find Marshall, for sure.
Anybody in
Oh,
our
we could go to the High Prosecutor's office and talk to Edgeworth.
Sorry, what?
When we were in the underground parking lot, the prosecutor's office is connected here. We could go there and maybe Edgeworth is there.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. Boo. Where's my boyfriend?
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay. Well, maybe we do go back to Criminal Affairs and have to present something. Ooh, sorry you had to see that. Oh, maybe it was what you said.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it out for anything. No, he wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So, nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
His ID card! Probably. The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. On the 21st. 31st. That's the day he died, right?
I think so. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene.
I mean, we tried, but also let's look
Now
at
let's.
this.
Oh wait. Permission.
So we had to get that first before we could do it. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Hmm? Well, I never thought the day would come when Righto asked me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. This is terrifying.
Demon.
I feel like I make this face constantly.
Now, Righto.
Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all.
Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50. No problem. So go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
I fade out of existence.
Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence
Yeah,
on the
she
girl.
sounds like
She's-
Marshall.
Yeah, or Meekins.
Meekins,
guy,
that's right,
yeah.
yeah.
Can we, before we go, can we look at the note we just got?
Sure.
I want to see if it's a lost ID thing. ID 59, and he scribbled it out. Okay. What is his ID number? 58. So he started to draw 9, and then he scribbled it out. But was it because he lost his ID, so he couldn't give his ID number because he doesn't have it memorized?
I don't know. I feel like you would have it memorized though.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's either so two theories. Either he was reporting his own ID card being stolen, but he couldn't report it because he didn't have his ID number, or it's someone else trying to report something in his name but needed his card, so they had to stop and do it. Get his card first. One more scoop.
Oh my god.
It's good.
I bet you're loving this.
The soup?
No.
I am.
The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha! The card reader is turned off, see?
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's skies so gray? Finally, you're here. Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him?
Why does it have to be him?
What's that why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this year's my salute.
Wow.
We're here to investigate the crime scene. Can you stop being a weirdo for like 2 seconds?
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw.
Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Beep, beep.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. But a
We
steak
have your
lunch.
weakness.
A steak lunch will put you in the right mood. That smell. Ugh, reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Starr.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A Filet steak lunch. I see. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, Bambina, you win. Ask me anything you... Finally, it seems like...
He's willing to talk.
His mouth is full, though, so he can't talk. Alright. So I'm just getting this pillow out of the way.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Me at all my jobs. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? It looks it.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
No need for people here, anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know.
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
What are you looking for? It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SO9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happened to the evidence? What happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Even if it had fabricated evidence. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 2 days ago.
Okay. The plot thickens. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you checking.
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves in a record of every ID card that passes through. Okay. So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambino, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. I mean, we have the ID card. So if we show it to him, will it give it to us?
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
No, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
There it is. 514.
Look, the fourth number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
Wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me! Because it wasn't him!
If he had his ID card then,
Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
Wait, I'm confused.
Alright, let's talk it out.
Because
I've got it.
didn't we see Meekins at Edgeworth's office?
Yes, but that was the day before. That was before they went to trial, and the police chief showed up halfway through the trial saying that they had just arrested a suspect that day.
But he's saying that he fell unconscious before the murder happened, and he woke up. Like, the last thing he remembers was being in this room, and then... Oh, but then... Wait, I'm so confused, because...
Oh, I don't think
he also said he just
I don't
woke
think
up.
he... I think... Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You're saying that he sounded like he said that he woke up in detention.
Yeah.
Right? Either that's a misstatement, or... I mean, maybe it's a thing we can look into later.
Yeah.
But,
It's weird.
I think it's more likely that...
He's just being dramatic.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I suspect this is Police Chief Gant, who took the ID card. I think that that Detective Goodman did try to fill out a report for his ID card and couldn't because he didn't have it. And then that's why he's in here and couldn't show his ID, because it would have looked like a different person.
Would he recognize Gant, though? Maybe not. Anyways,
he's a low-level officer. He might not
read the stuff.
Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Yay.
ID card record, added to the court record is everyone who entered the room on February the 21st. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. So we can show it to him.
Let's just show it to him.
Sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither Wild nor West here, so he doesn't care.
But that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so. I'm lost.
Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy.
Well, we already got with this guy.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
So,
Let's see if there's anything to talk about. Nope.
alright, let's go into the evidence room, but I suspect that the second number on that is Meekins, probably.
Preps.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. Must be over here, probably. Not it's quiet. It's over here.
So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
What?
Eat!
Whoa! Did he hit Emma?
No, I think she hit him.
Oh, she hit him.
So sorry. I thought you were a ghost.
Could you imagine?
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard?
Right, oh please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, could I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50, even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
He's broke. He's broke ass. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evidence from floor plans added to the court record. Boss for a day.
So Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
Well, that's right, it's an honor. And after all, the murder took place right here, in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Haha! Of course! I am a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
Okay, interesting. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed, so that only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Oh, well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I am on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lie. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles. On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it... Zap! You get a shock! If that's what happened, my hand will be black and smoking every day.
He forgets which locker is this.
Yeah, in any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Only assigned detectives' prints can open it. Indicator lamps light up when it's open. Talk to us about Edgeworth. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. Guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case! The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case.
First,
Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of all the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
ID card record updated. Court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Why indeed?
let's also show him this.
Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connections. Well, that was Mr. Edgeworth's first... Oh god, I'm tripping over my words. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case.
Anything else to show?
He gave us this.
This is...
So there's little, it's like an L-shaped thing. So I imagine we'll mark where different lockers are. And this is just about the fingerprint thing. So that changes my theory a bit because they would have had to have Bruce Goodman's fingerprints in order to get into his locker that had the evidence from his case.
Anything else? Yes.
Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing? A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this one after all. But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? But he didn't nab him, it was a fake. That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife, the victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Oh, sorry. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
Examine. And... spray. Wait, nope. Wrong one. And... Ah. Hello. Aha.
Okay, a lot of blood over there. And a handprint on the door. There must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, Detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
Holy shit.
I love it.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. We wanted you to have an opinion that came with an ounce of brain cell use. Can you just click on, spray the blood stain? I mean, maybe you don't need to. It's like right there.
Yes. Let's go.
I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, Detective? This locker, it's mine. It's yours? Well, please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plan. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective.
Wait, so he thinks it's his hand?
No, he's just saying that there's blood on his own locker, so he's worried about being implicated.
Okay. I think that's probably it.
That's probably it. There's a lot of interesting things in here. There's paint. There's like glove on the crime scene thing.
Yeah.
Lots of paint around.
I'm first just gonna slide and see if there's anything to...
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
It won't open.
Do you really think it would? Hey pal, security's high-tech around here. We can look at every single locker.
This one must be.
Something's sticking out of here. Oh, it's rose.
It looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That's sad. I bet that evidence locker was open recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet he doesn't tuck his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal!
We're good.
Okay, so that was a recent usage. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What a sorry looking fishing pole that is.
Ah, that's my personal pole! I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Ford Lake, remember? Oh, right! Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. It sure does. I don't remember hardly anything about it. I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper! I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
Okay. Back over here. Paint.
What is this? What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed that there's a blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room.
Oh shit.
Okay, so he built the Blue Badger here. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. There's blood! Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan! It's apparently from the case. SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Yes.
Sure. Another piece of SL9 evidence. Take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
But you're not playing a video game.
And also, you're Detective Gumshoe, and let's be frank. You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
That's why I always carry around a tub of glue. A tube of glue, not a tub.
Oh. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest into place. Puzzle game, puzzle mini game.
Okay.
I thought those were the same piece. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my god. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think looks...
The fifth one along, I think, is a good bet for that jagged piece that's facing us.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay. Grand.
Okay, so this is our next shape.
Oops, nope. Wrong one. This might already be it. Yeah.
What is this weird thing? Yeah, that's the one. is looking like a vase or whatever.
No, that's not right. Is it? No.
Can we go elsewhere on this vase? Because that doesn't look like it fits. Like that's part of the top.
Yeah.
So there's like a piece missing. You can't continue to rotate?
The rotate is just for this guy.
Not the vase itself.
Oh, I guess that was right. Okay. There is a piece missing.
Alright, so it's like a weird vase thing.
Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Where you find the piece, you find the murderer.
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with. Still,
No, because there's blood on it.
it doesn't look like the most stable kind of job. Well, this is probably what hit Meekins on the head.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
Unstable jar added to the court record. A piece is missing. Because he said that he like blacked out, so someone bludgeoned him. What's this? Blood!
Oh, we already know.
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! What if there were other bloodstains left in the room?
Yes, we already thought about that.
Yes, yes, yes. We're ahead of you. It's the first thing we did. We like to spritz. Gloves? Did we do a glove
Spritz,
already?
spritz.
Look, this one's open and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That lock is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker?
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Okay, I want to say, the other thing that I thought is, if Detective Goodman actually was in the room, and it wasn't someone pretending to be him, it could be that he didn't point a knife at Meekins. It could be that he was holding the knife from the evidence locker, and he had it in his hand, and Meekins freaked out because he's scared of knives.
Also, there could be 2 ID cards. Because if they lose them, another one gets made.
Well, I also suspect that someone else was in this room, because he got... Well, I mean, the person who he was talking to could have hit him with the vase. Someone hit him with the vase, for sure.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe? Hey, your gold pal making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective! That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SO9, it doesn't have a tag on it.
11.
Rubber glove added to the court record. It's extremely thin. Wait, doesn't, what's-her-face always wear, like, extremely thin surgical gloves? The prosecutor, they said that, like, that's why, that she always wears thin gloves. Remember? Put the pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are 2 things that bother me. 1, why are some of the pieces missing? 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. The third thing that bothers me is the massive blood stain on it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try...
Wait, we have the jar in our evidence now, so we can look at it and look at the blood.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. So many pieces of evidence.
Hey, look, they're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here.
Oh, it looks like blood.
Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed?
Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months. Oh, okay. Maybe longer. The jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. Okay, so it's another part of the original murder.
This thing doesn't have a bottom.
That's weird.
I wonder which side is up.
Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar?
At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right?
Well, can you rotate it like fully. Yeah, this is a weird looking object.
Like, what is even this supposed to be?
Is that a broken handle? Like it had 3 handles?
Yeah, it looks like it could have been a handle.
It's a weird abstract, like art piece.
It's a trophy. Anyways.
Oh.
What?
Maybe it is a trophy. There's like trophies around. Tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case.
I think it's 11, not 1. Like it's the 11th piece of evidence.
No, I just didn't want to say 9.
You know, I never did care for that word, tag. It's confusing.
Huh? What's so confusing about that?
Do you know how many other words sound like it? Tag, gag, nag, lag, zag.
Zag? Is that a word?
Do you challenge me?
What, are we playing a word game now? That line strikes me as one that was maybe translated weirdly. Like they listed some common word game in Japanese, and then they were like, that's not a game we play in the States, let's just put it in any word game.
Let's try talking. Should I present some stuff to you?
What else can you present? The jar, you already kind of talked about.
Yeah.
The glove? Maybe? Oh no, this thing's just gonna say the jar.
Okay. Well, I feel like we're ready to move on.
Yeah. Let's see the tape. Show us the damn tape, you sheriff.
Oops. Let's see if there's anything. Present.
Show him the...
I show him this, not that there's anything. Yeah, we are actually.
We already showed that. Can we show him the jar?
I'm going to move on.
Okay. Maybe we go back to Meekins? Oh. Gant is gone. This might be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used a cassette tape. What a crafty trick. That gunshot was a fake. This is good. No one will expect a cassette tape in this day and age. He's not writing a report, he's writing a novel. This is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger, a future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Ah well, the Dancing Blue Badger TM is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside, then you'll give her nightmares.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's anything.
I think it's just like details and like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Move! Let's try detention center.
Hi, Meekins. I'll show you the jar. Maybe that'll jog you.
Well, first I want to show my ID.
Oh, good point. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Sorry, sir. I'm really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Jar. Take a look at this. Know what it is. Let's talk to Edgeworth.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Can we just look at the guest pass that we got? Because I want to see if that matches any of the numbers on the sheet.
I don't think it's on here. It's not in the court record because it's not evidence.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Where do we go? Back here? Let's go back here. Let's go down. Let's talk about it.
You, yes. You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. You didn't even look at it. Okay, so she didn't care about it.
Mistake that to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is waste of time.
You need to talk to her about milk.
The glove, maybe?
Is she the one that wears gloves?
Well, I wanted to say that, like, this is Maya's, not Maya's, whatever her name is, our suspect's glove. Is Edgeworth back, maybe?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's try that.
No.
Doop, doop, doo, doop, doo. Okay, move. Like here. Whoops. Let's go here. Let's talk to her. What to do?
Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, it's an obvious we should begin with that, you know, the thing. Misty, the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see, we should go to the police department, the evidence room, will it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful.
Any ideas? Let's see if there's anything.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Now you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
There's that business with him not reading that officer's report.
About the killing at the police department, right. Chief of Police was right about that. I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Okay. Can you go back to the detention center just quickly? Can you examine? Oh no, you can't examine him because his ID is like right on his little chest, and I wanted to see if we could look at it. So his left hand is bloodied, which means he's not the one who left the handprint on the door. Maybe we have to show something. We've had this conversation before. Because we were in the evidence room, so maybe there was something we had to show to something else we had to show to.
Yeah, I
this
wonder.
guy.
So I'm just gonna first see if there's anything else to examine. This was the last place. You know what? Yeah, let's
Okay, don't care about that. Did we like thoroughly examine just on our own accord all the stuff that we got? That we looked at the vase, and did we look at the gloves in that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. And the floor plans? Did we look at them? Now that we blended everything?
I can't do anything with it. Cool.
Just a record, that's fine. So, I just want to see this. So, someone came in with a weird ass number at 420. Which, that reads to me like a guest ID, in my opinion. Like, just like, string of numbers. Then Edgeworth comes in at 440, someone else comes in at 450. And then only Bruce Goodman and Meekins, I have to assume, check in at...
Why do you have to assume that?
Because he said he was in the evidence room, so how did he get in without using an ID card? And he wasn't the guard.
I don't know what to do. hate being stuck. Okay. I like when it's more clear as to what the next step is.
Yeah. Because Gant's not at the station anymore. Right?
No.
We can't go back and talk to him. What are we... Like, we're trying to figure out why 2 stabbings occurred at the same time. Did you show him this knife?
When I showed him this, the knife automatically showed up.
Okay. Right, so if anything with the SL9 case prompts that piece of dialogue. We can show him the badger. We can talk about the fact that there's painting here. Did we show the jar to Marshall?
Yeah, let's just go back.
I mean, I know we tried some of this stuff already, but... That was the evidence for me.
What do you want me to show?
Show him either the glove or the jar.
I think I did try.
Yeah, I think you did too. Oh, if anybody has any ideas in the chat as to what to do next. Well, indicator lamps light up when it's open. There's nothing to examine there.
There's just so many things.
Yeah. We could show the shoe to our lunch lady friend.
But like, she already knows about it because they're presenting
I
it.
know, but we found not enough blood to support her theory. So maybe we could catch her out on that. Take a look at this. You, something with T, okay.
Why should we do this? I wish it was faster. Maybe it's to discourage you to keep guessing random things with people.
Yeah. Like, we can't just progress the story until we hit, like, the point where it's like, okay, now we move on, right? So, like, what are we missing? Oh, we didn't show the ID, like, the misfiled, lost and found thing to anybody, did we?
Well, I think I tried showing it to Gumshoe.
And he didn't care.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Marshall?
Well, let's just try it with him. No. I might have tried it with Marsha already, but I don't know. Let's try it. Well, let's try it with this kid. I don't know if I already tried it with him.
Take a look at this, don't know anything about that.
Anything else from you?
I think we showed him that stuff.
No.
I mean, some of the stuff is obviously going to come up in trial, but like, there's no one here. Why is there no one here? Why is no one around? I feel like the thing we have to see is the tape, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do we question someone about the tape? Proud of my achievement masterpiece, but Otto was misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony, but there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony, so they took the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Boys said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day! I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. 'Cause that's just kind of cute.
seconds left on that case. But he doesn't respond to this one. Yeah.
Or the glove, right?
Or the glove. Oh.
There's nothing else on the glove. Like, we rotated it all around.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't flip it. Okay. Do you want me to look up a hint?
They could. Not against it.
Like, I don't have to give you the answer. I could, like, look it up and sort of
Yeah, let's
guide
do
us.
that. Why not? Try not to find any spoilers beyond, though, for yourself.
Yeah.
We're just so stuck!
What's the name of this one? This is chapter 5?
Yeah. I don't remember the name, though. Rise from the ashes. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Wait. So I'm showing him the locker.
If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office.
Okay. Guess useless.
I mean, maybe just show this guy everything that we have.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
Because he's the last point of call.
I tried this, right?
Maybe, I don't know. Present it anyway.
Let's... What?
So we should go in order so we remember where we're at in the line.
I love this show. Yeah, we already found this before. The second number. It's Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. Yes. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. I need to respond to this. Yes. Okay, I'm showing you a photo. That's the photo.
Miss Starto. Anything you can tell us about it? Miss Star is quite the lady. Well, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. That's not
Kinda
really
important.
mysterious. Was there anything else? Did that open up a new dialogue option? Okay, wait. Wait, no, that was a puzzle. Okay, it's... Go back to the high... Well... It just feels like... We had the right idea before.
Okay, it looks like this is new dialogue too.
What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
You never
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna say, because we already tried it, let's try the High Prosecutor's Office again. Because Edgeworth, like, we didn't talk to Edgeworth, and he's not shown up yet. So I'm not seeing exactly what we missed, if there's something we're waiting on to, like, make that happen. Examine.
test easy to use and easy on the eyes. Polish so high I can see my own reflection.
Okay. Strange. Why did I picture Detective Gumshoe? This is all stuff we've seen before. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Oh! Okay, wait. There's more stuff to spray in the evidence room.
What the heck? What?
Be specific about where you spray. Right up a little bit. Try the walk itself.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if you fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? Just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. It's a restaurant.
Yeah,
thing.
what?
It might help, you know.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey! Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Brutal. I'm off, pal. Later. Okay, we got rid of him. And now
God.
Edgeworth is home.
Edgeworth has to say, okay, great. That means we go to Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Thank you for finding that. My God.
I feel a little bit like we should have found it, but whatever, it's fine.
A little bit.
We
but
did do a
also-
pretty thorough spray.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like you have to really like think about what you're
Yeah.
spritzing. Here we go. Moving along. Thanks for bearing with us, folks. Hello, handsome. Ah, guests. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Okay.
Looking broody and moody, as per usual. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me, somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth, I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Alright, what you got for us, Edgy?
Inquiry committee.
So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. The SL9 incident! Tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However... Something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. That's not good, because they're the murderers.
The police department?
Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
Not good.
I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Still.
Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts.
Alright, let's show him some SL9 stuff.
First, I want to show him this.
Oh, right, I better check this now. As I was saying... What's this? A record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Well, why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
Oh, sus.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
That's so sus.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Oh, I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth brought back to his office by Gant's request.
Unrelated evidence.
Stubborn as always, I told you this had nothing to do with the current case. We'll see about that, Edgy.
Which that is just... Well, let's check it first.
AI-16. The tag says AI-16.
What's that got to do with anything?
Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said.
Makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows, this might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case.
Wouldn't that be nice? So he sent Edgeworth in there to take out some random evidence so that there be a record of him going into the office the day of the murder. And he's probably the one who did the SL9 murder all those years ago, whatever it was. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on, anyway?
So that's... Maybe I just show my best evidence I can get some reaction out of him.
My best evidence in the jar. Okay, doesn't care about that.
Wait, is there anything to talk about? No, okay. Present. So I attempted... that.
ID card, the lost item. Alright,
No.
please, we can't discuss it.
Already showed that. Evidence room floor plans?
Did you show him an SL9 thing already?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, that's what you should.
Oh. Sorry, I thought it was the same thing.
It's all good. It all has to do with that case you're on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in? You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. Didn't you, have a horrible childhood trauma in an elevator as well?
Yeah.
I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Oh yeah, this is it.
He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator.
Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
Damon also means
Yeah.
demon.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't...
Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science?
Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid, huh? Well then, you might have use for this. Fingerprints!
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
Yes, for you.
I've no say in today's investigation, do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks! How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Let's go to the handprint, baby!
The only handprints were in the evidence room, right? There wasn't was there a handprint somewhere else too?
No, but we could always dust the phone, just for fun, even though I know there won't be anything on there.
Just dust what?
This phone that was supposedly being used to call.
Okay, I'm just gonna do it just for fun.
I just think it's such a weird thing.
It got so quiet.
Oh, so you don't use it like the spray?
I guess not.
Oh, so you have to like click on a thing.
Yeah, because
Okay, then just
the
go.
spray has an
Like a
X button.
use thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All good. Whose handprints? Let's do them both. Whose handprints on the lockers? Here we are. Evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. What's that one?
Here, in this blood on the detective evidence's locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a thingy.
A thingy?
Each thingy leaves behind a slightly different imprint. Let's choose the thingy that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
What do you mean?
Quit procrastinating and choose a thingy!
I'm gonna choose this one.
Yeah, or the thumb even.
That's a thumb, not a thingy.
It counts.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do you do that?
With the A button. See?
Ah, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that?
With the X button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See?
Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
Guess I better give it a try.
Ah, you did it! You found one!
But this doesn't look anything like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left this hamper must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame.
While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely, it seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Huh, fingerprints outside the blood.
Well, I wonder.
Yeah. Gimme.
Dust. Dust it all. Get it.
Heyo! You want it to be perfect.
Yeah, we want it great.
Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling?
Look, it sparkles.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
Gumshoe.
It's not this one. Bruce's looks somewhat similar, but...
It's Gumshoe.
Oh. Yeah, it is Gumshoe, you're right.
Comparing. Match found, baby.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, another handprint. There's one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Onwards. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right?
Hey, there was a handprint here.
Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's a spirit. Oh, I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any print in that area would have been wiped away too.
Oh, right.
So,
That means no prints.
would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. I don't see any. Huh. I gave it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
Doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. I mean, do you want to try the finger? The blood, I guess?
Actual fingers?
Yeah, like,
They aren't...
even though it said it would be wiped away.
it's not letting me select it.
Oh. Well, there was a yellow... Oh. I guess you already tried that one yellow.
Yeah, I already tried this one. Okay, this one. Oops. Darn it, I pressed the wrong button. Okay,
Oh, great. I guess I missed where you first clicked, because...
I clicked more to the left the first time.
I see.
What else is there to
in the
do?
Center, in the center of it.
Maybe.
Like, see where all those dots are?
You're a dot. There, let's use up all the aluminum powder.
I mean, it doesn't run out, it's infinite. There we go. Alright. Whose locker was this? We don't know, do we? So we just scroll through. Oh!
Ooh,
Marshall.
Jake Marshall.
Looking ahead.
Interesting.
Hey, these fingerprints,
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. Found on a bloody handprint.
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Come on, Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. Luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a white blood stain.
Why would Officer Marshall...
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
Because it used to be nice, right?
To
be continued. Right now.
Beep.
We've still got 25 minutes. Save progress, we're in trial. Okay, make sure you save frequently in the trial.
Yes. Boopy de boop boop boop.
We're in, baby. We're in trial mode. Defendant lobby number 2.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all,
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Lana!
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed.
I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning.
We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye.
We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall.
What kind of
But my pearls.
trace evidence?
Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye?
Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
So he was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Was he pretending to be Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... Oh, I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial. I mean, like, these people, like, are incapable of making connections sometimes. It's like, but how could he be killed in 2 places? Well, okay, he couldn't be. He was put in the trunk afterwards. Someone's lying. Like, come on. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
And that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
That's supposed to be an admirable trait?
Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls
Jake Marshall? No.
the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Okay, we're gonna get you off. Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. I love him. He's an innocent.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir! I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir! My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir!
So you're telling us you're a professional killer?
Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir.
Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is...
Sir, I'm what you would call a part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir.
Officer Meekins.
Yes, sir.
Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
Why does everybody want to admit to guilt to this murderer?
Well, he thinks he's such a little sweetie that, like, they told him he was a murderer, and he's like, I guess I did it, even though I don't think I would. But I guess I would. Because I'm just such a little sweet baby.
Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
Alright.
Crime report, sir.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer snapped me awake.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you.
Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
I see. And you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need here is more info to work with. So that means press everything.
Huzzah! Excuse me.
It is extremely vague.
First, save.
Yeesh. It's not my normal duty I was assigned. By whose? Gant? Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Right, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir.
Blue Badger?
Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
It's a great use of police time.
I love it.
I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Spot a suspicious man on the security screen. Question the room. Did you now? In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right?
There it is! I found it! This is the one right here!
could you please read us the number?
Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice.
Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during that second time when...
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. What do you mean? So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife.
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. That's interesting. I fought for my life. What exactly do you mean when you say did it? Oh, I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife. I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. See. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew...
Yes?
He punched me right in my face, sir. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying, tears of pain.
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is.
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission.
Your mission?
Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Oh, there's handprints all over the Blue Badger, too.
What?
I said there's handprints all over the Blue Badger, too. I mean, it looked like they were paint marks, but maybe they're handprints.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor, only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim?
He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir... Take a look at this! It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. Seems like Chief Gant has his hands in everything, huh?
The chief
delivered it.
What is that? A videotape?
Yes, sir! That's absolutely right, sir! A videotape, sir! It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room!
Objection!
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told that it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. That's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Yeah.
Someone's telling lies.
Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim.
Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder? Just what are we getting ourselves into? What are...
Porno.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. I love that. He's got a little handprint on his cheek.
You have like...
Okay, well that's where the murders... Oh, there goes... This is bad video footage. camera at like crotch level.
True. Okay. So he got into Goodman's
Locker.
locker, so it must be Goodman.
I wonder. They're taking great care to hide his face, which makes me think there must be some way that someone other than Goodman. Yeah, that is a definite attack. Ooh. It's the worst camera ever.
It had to be like this. There's no way we're getting
I
our
know,
full
but like,
answer.
come on! There he is. Holding. What is he holding? Is he holding that weird vase thing?
No, wait. No,
Oh,
that's
that's
his microphone.
Oh, it was his weird bullhorn. But then, where did the person go?
I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir! It's the Blue Badger, sir! Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Security video added to the court record.
Yes, well anyway, this tape seems to prove, no it doesn't, that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room and some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir, as you wish, sir! Mystery Man. Oh, it's more testimony. Can you save?
What?
Can you save?
Oh, yeah. Funny, sometimes all you have to do is press somebody and that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry.
There's no question the other person was Detective Goodman, sir! I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. This is a sticking point. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. I'd like to know why it's unquestionably his locker.
What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Alright.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna save here.
Yeah.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video.
Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter. The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you're the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I'd bet my badge on it. No question the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or...
Meekins.
Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir! You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. About these lockers, Is there no other way to open them?
No, sir, I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir, and this too! And this too? Locker always I want to know, this is the thing I want to know. How do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
People in the know?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir! If I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? Yes. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Save.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out.
I think I have an idea of what it is.
I think I do too. What do you think it is? If the locker was already open?
I want to know about the cloth, like the piece that's out of the other locker with Jake Marshall's fingerprint. I didn't catch if it was there at the beginning of the video or if it was just there at the end, because I only noticed it at the end.
Let's inspect the evidence. I will now play the security tape.
Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
Don't watch it.
How did this guy ever become a police officer? Or a murderer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman?
Okay, so let's see what...
Yeah, the cloth's not out.
Cloth isn't out?
Like the piece of fabric out of the other locker
Okay.
isn't out.
The locker is closed at the top, so that's my theory gone.
See? It's not open.
Okay.
That's Jake Marshall's locker. Or Jake Marshall's fingerprints on it.
There goes a glove.
Do you think I should...
Wait, the glove fell.
No, because, okay, see, it's not open. It's,
I know. Then this happens.
Still not there.
And then he's dead on the floor. Wait, go back for a second.
Now the cloth's
Now
there.
the cloth's there. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this.
Yes, it is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise.
The point?
What you're looking for is one thing and one thing only.
Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh yeah.
But I did.
Well, but what does it mean?
It means that locker was also opened.
Okay. I also have one other thing. I'll place him under arrest, sir. Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. What do I do? Play video again. Very well. Let's try this again. I think it didn't take a life from you because it knows that is a good point, but it's not. Says the one pointing his finger at us. I'll now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this conviction. First time I had to do that, etc., etc. Save again if you can. And also we're at time, but let's try this one more time and then we can call it. Because I have a thought. So. Fast forward. I want to see something. There's something about... Yeah. So he goes and he opens... Okay, there's that locker. Is it the glove falling?
I think so. He's already got blood or something on his... Or is that from his hand?
That's from the hand. That he stabbed Meekin's hand and it got blood on him. Is he like hiding behind there or something?
No, he's already at the other locker.
Okay. Right.
Because that cloth wasn't there.
So that's probably his jacket that he got rid of. The bloody jacket. But we already clicked that, so it can't be that.
Yeah, I can't
I would say try clicking the glove as it falls. I mean, I don't have another idea. Like, what else is noticeable? Let's go back. 5:15.
I don't think that's a contradiction in the video.
So he opens it with his right hand. Glove falls. It's gotta be this. Huh. Yeah, that's strange. No, okay, so this is the same thing.
Objection!
Okay, I'm just gonna try one more time at the end of the video.
One more time doing what?
I'm gonna click the door and not the cloth itself.
I mean,
blah blah.
the weird thing for me is that we don't see the man cross the camera's path again.
Well, he probably goes below because he probably knows it's there.
Okay.
Goes here, and then he goes ducks underneath, gets the other side quickly opens the door, puts his jacket in there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see what. Okay. What happens if I rewind? Okay. I just want to go back on the clock when it's there.
I'm also looking at the time. Nothing unusual about that. This murder happens. It's 5:15. And he's gone.
Take that!
The thing that's strange. Yeah.
Be this.
Oh, so I use my eye drops.
I just clicked the wrong thing.
You clicked the flap instead of the door?
Instead of the door.
Okay.
Well, I don't get it.
Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine?
Don't look at me with those bleary eyes.
Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again. Now what do I do? I guess just return
I guess it was wrong. It just was different wording that time.
Yeah. Alright, I guess return to cross-examination.
Well, are we going to play still? Or should we?
Well...
I'm happy to play a little longer.
Okay, let's keep going. I've been taking the wrong approach.
Now then, defense may resume its cross-examination. Assuming the witness is still willing to continue, that is. Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir, it's my duty to help the police officer to help the lost, sir! Great, now that I think I'm lost. Okay, so this can't be clearly seen in the video. No question the other person's detective goodness, sir. And he opened the locker which required detective fingerprint to do. Locker was unquestionably detective goodness locker, so it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
I'm gonna save here. Because I want to present this.
Yeah. Your Honor, that statement contradicts his evidence.
Okay, what else do we have? What do we have? Video. Oh, I can just check it at any time. Wait. Okay, it's just this time. Okay.
This is missing from the jar. What if you present like the fingerprinting kit, would that indicate that like someone could like put his fingerprints on a glove
Yeah.
or something and like and use his or something like that?
I mean, I just want to try overturn this for this statement.
Okay. So the context of evidence, no, doesn't. What's the first thing he says? His face can't be clearly seen. Alright. Because all I'm thinking is that like they're just gonna lead us. This cross-examination is gonna lead us back to using the videotape.
Yeah.
And then, so maybe now that we're here, we can just like, I don't know, just, anyway, try the fingerprinting thing that I suggested, and then we can go back.
Yeah,
to
for which statement?
on the one about fingerprints. Yeah, try that here. Connor, that's saying the contradiction. No, it doesn't. Okay. Fine. Can we just go to our court record and look through the video again? Oh, we can't. Rewind
can't.
if we're not presenting it. So.
Yeah. Do you want to watch it?
I guess not if we can't go back and forth.
Wait. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. The indicator lamp light is on. It's already open.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay, that's good because I was thinking like I thought for a second that I saw the door already open. I was like, oh, it's already open. Good point. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we present the video.
I just have to press on this
Great. The face isn't important, etc., etc. So we can do this, etc., etc. The footage doesn't lie, and this is a contradiction. Let's check the court record again. There's a problem. Yes, there's a problem. My boyfriend's a genius, and I remember the light thing. Show us the thing, show us the thing, and then once we get through whatever dialogue comes after this, we'll pause and save it. Mr. Wright, please don't know this contradiction. It's gonna be the light. We're coming to the light. We've finally seen the light. Let's go. Fast forward, baby. There it is.
Take that!
The thing that's strange about today is gonna be this. Officer Meekins. Sir? Do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, the sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
I just love this freaking music. Although, what I also showed also would have been like,
Yeah.
Jake Marshall was in here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
For a
grateful
hot
that they
second.
didn't, like, ding us for
Yeah.
pointing out that stuff.
I mean, it didn't ding us for anything though.
Yeah. Victim reaches the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Gonna rewind to show that the light's already on. It's so funny that he, like... Here, notice the light? Watch this! It's already lit! Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. It's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field.
You're gonna see.
Good point. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor?
Something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Very well, let's inspect the video once more.
The locker wasn't locked. Show us. So we have to show something that would indicate why it wasn't locked. Would that be the handkerchief thing? Because then we can start talking about Marshall and how he's the one.
Oh. Pause. You were right about the glove.
Oh, the glove was stuck in the door. That's why it falls out. Yeah.
Take that!
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh my gosh, I have to watch it again.
I know, god damn it. They could have at least fast forwarded it. And now the music's not even here. God!
Wait, was that something that I did? No. Okay.
What?
Oh, it was just like a little... Okay, never mind.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
Well, sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my car door, sir. Roll great. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Oh my God.
We don't want to see the video no more. We're tired of the video.
Beep. And doop 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 doop.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in that door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents.
It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene.
Just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator?
It was a rubber glove.
Take that!
Found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
Yes, we can. It's a tag that says the SL9 incident. Gasp. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so, sir.
Order! 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 Are we to believe, then, that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Objection!
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more, i.e. a reasonable doubt. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Next time. Sir.
You want to save and
Me,
stop
sir.
playing?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're like 20 minutes over. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke?
Very well, begin your testimony.
Yeah, I'm just gonna save here because
Yeah.
I'd like to save right before this one. But let's see if there's anything else. Okay.
This is a good place right here.
Yeah.
Mystery Man 2.
Okay. That's where we're gonna
That's what we're going to call
end it.
Let's go to our webcam.
Woo!
Woohoo! Thank
We
you
made
for
it.
joining us if you stayed all the way
Thank
through.
you.
If not, that's all good too. We will likely continue with more Phoenix Wright, or if you have any other games you'd like to see us play, feel free to send them to us on Instagram or YouTube or our various socials. We are
Yeah.
open to suggestions. And thank you.
Somewhat open.
Somewhat open.
I have plans.
Yes, this is true. But we can alternate.
Yeah. Or play more days.
This is true too. We could play more days. Okay. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.